gonna take you back in time to play some games that are kind of average and shit. He'd rather have a really hot girl taking a golden shower over his face. Oh my god. It's another rip-off artist. What a goddamn fucking disgrace. He's the Indifferent Video Game Nerd.
Okay, there's one depressing thing about not getting the apocalypse and everything. I'm back, yay! Indifferent Video Game Nerd here for the Christmas special. And what the hell can I talk about? Alright, I got the N64 here. I've been playing some fun games as of late. Average ones I'd seen at Dark Rift. Other ones, yeah. Man, there's really one I should cover that it's kind of controversial. It's labeled as one of the worst games for N64. Yeah, let's talk about Clayfighter, 63 Indifferent. So yeah, it's like 63, but it's not like 64, get it? It's kind of like that naked gun thing. Yeah. I guess it's play on words since this is like the third one in the series. So let's call it 63 Indifferent. Even though there is no like 62 or 51 and all that shit, no. See, there was the original Clayfighter and Super Nintendo. Pretty good game. 8 playable characters, good graphics for its time. Yeah, I would pick it up if you want something different. Then we had the generic sequel. Yeah, only 3 characters return. You get 5 new characters. Yeah, only the bunny rabbit became famous. Like the 4 other ones, like the baby, kangaroo, and octopus. Pretty lame. Yeah. So they took those ones out of the sequel. And yeah, you get a few new ones and Clayfighter 63 Indifferent. A lot of return characters. Step play, let's play it. Yeah, that's stupid.
Just looking at these prototype screenshots, you can see a lot of detail in the character design and the different backgrounds themselves. The game looks excellent, and I was hoping the N64 version would play a lot like this. Not so much. It's cool to see that the game is in 3D, but it looks like a fucking mess. Here we got a green wall and a red wall and a whole bunch of muted, faded colors. And don't you just love it when the foreground obstructs your view? Great, just great. There was actually a lot of characters introduced in the original game that sadly had to be cut from the N64 release because of cartridge limitations. And then there's other characters like Hobocop here. Because this character uses some alcohol references, you know, he's a hobo after all. Nintendo was still very adamant not having a lot of alcohol references in their titles, and they asked Interplay to remove the character altogether. Oddly enough, other characters weren't so lucky to be removed.
Oh yeah, Kung Pao. Yeah, this character just reminds me of a lot of nasty stereotypes you see in those classic TV shows from the 1930s and 60s and all that.
Are you serious?
Right, this is a pretty weak excuse for a Christmas themed game, but here we got an exclusive character in Clayfighter 63 Indifferent called Sumo Santa. And he's so exclusive you have to unlock him through a code, but here he is anyway. He actually does a nude scene in this game, believe it or not. Kinda gross. Yeah, that so doesn't look like a giant penis. Yeah, I'd say he's one of the more creative characters in the game, but... Will you shut up. Shut the fuck up. I am so sorry.
I don't think so, Fruitcake. No!
Yeah, nothing but high-class entertainment in this review. And so once you beat all the opponents, you fight Dr. Killen, and that's the game. Doesn't save your high scores, doesn't say your best times. Now it's cool, we got Earthworm Jim in this game. Oh, yeah, and Taffy has a gun now. Very extreme. Yeah, this game has some funny moments, but the animation is definitely lacking. When it's all said and done, is it a good fun game? Is it a great fun game? Nah, you know the deal. It's pretty average. But once you've seen all its little tricks that it has to offer, you see the different clayalities, not fatalities, clayalities. Yeah, the game is just so average and boring. Yeah, look at that front cover. T-Hoppy there is fighting a dog creature named Lockjaw. Is he in the game? No, he's not. He was one of the characters taken out, so... Fans Interplay, you couldn't have put in like one of the characters that's actually in the game. Like, put in the racist character. Yeah, so what's the difference between both games here? Well, about $100 and a few new characters, but I don't know. You get some characters in here that are actually well designed, like T-Hoppy, and Bad Mr. Frosty is cool as always. Yeah, stupid pun, I know, but then you get other characters in here like the Voodoo Priest and the horrible Asian stereotype. Hollywood movies have done away with that years ago. Well, except for Michael Bay. 1997, you think a lot of these outdated references would be abolished altogether and Nintendo would never put their seal of approval on something like this. You're probably looking at one of the most culturally insensitive games ever released. I don't know, maybe that accounts for something. It's not going to be like a Superman or Powerpuff Girls in terms of quality. This is actually playable. You can sit down for a few hours, play with it, look and laugh at the funny digital graphics and cheap animation, and get your fill. But if you're looking for long-term value and you're not going to find it here, I was highly disappointed that there's actually no save feature. You can tell that Interplay had to cut way too much content, and the game ended up suffering in the end. Clayfighter 63 in the third. Definitely not the worst game you can find on the system, but it's still pretty average as well. And I give it about a 53 out of 100. Not a 53 in the third, it's not that good, but maybe 53, 2.5 and all that shit. You get it. So that was a big holiday special. Yeah, sprinkle in a little bit of cheesy graphics, some cheap animation, and a hint of racism. Yay! That's what the holidays are all about. And that's it for me. Happy holidays, and good times to you. And let it snow and snort your blow and get a hoe. Over and out. Merry Christmas and happy non-apocalypse next year and all that jazz.